Hello everyone, it's Roast, Get Good Fox, the Spartan Fox, and today we're going to be exploring another map, this time Aquarius. Let's get in there. And here we are. Why did I choose this map? Well, in a recent match I said, hey, I don't know where anything is on this map, and I'm tired of fighting fairly with a battle rifle, and so let's not do that. Alright, so I was given a very handy tip. If I push down on the D-pad, I guess I get like psychic powers and I can locate the special things on the map more. Now, what we know is that the active camo is right there in the middle, and so this is our spawning location. That would be theirs over there. I was looking to see if there's any color difference. That way, that can kind of give you a little orientation. In Halo 5, they had kind of a blue side and a red side. It does seem like this is a little warmer, but let's begin. Let's explore in a counterclockwise manner. So the first thing we've got is a commando rifle spawns right over here from the beginning area under this little column of cover. Doesn't look like there's anything else here though. These are all just decoratives. Nothing back here. Let's, as I said, go in a clockwise manner and explore the perimeter of the map first. That is most likely where most of the fighting is going to occur. So it makes perfect sense to do that. I'm going to ignore the middle areas. So far, I'm not really seeing too much of anything, meaning if you're not the first to get that commando rifle, which would give you, oh, speak of the devil. So we got ourselves a pulse carbine now. I imagine this is a symmetrical map, so I would expect there to be one on the far side over there. Oh, look at that. Just noticed that. Feels like this doesn't quite... Yeah, this has a... You can see it right there on the top left, a 2x zoom. This one is a 1.4 times, so this is clearly intended to be... The carbine is supposed to be more of a close-range weapon, I am confident in saying. Let's stay on the bottom, counterclockwise, or clockwise, and... Oh, look at this. Very cool. Got, I guess, indoor hydroponics or something like that. What are they growing? Kind of weird stuff. I don't really see much... Oh, we can use our psychic powers. Did I see something there? Okay, so that was detecting our plasma carbine.
Bruh.
Still not completely... we're not even close to completely familiar with the weapon, but it's interesting. Okay, so, interesting. So there must be 4 of them. There's probably one on this side, one on that side, and then 2 on the opposite side. Looks like if you're going to play on this map, you're going to want to learn how to use that plasma carbine. I guess it makes sense, though, given that, like I said, I feel like the carbine is designed to be a little more close range than the battle rifle, but maybe not as close range as a full-on assault rifle. Here is the other side's commando rifle. And I'm guessing it's going to mirror itself, like so. So let's continue going. Yeah, this is all bluish. Notice how there's a lot of blue painted stuff. So this is definitely the blue side. And when we loop around, we'll see if that... What's this area? I don't remember this area. Oh, we found something. What is this? We found a disruptor. I have never actually used this gun in real live combat. Did we make a wrong turn? I think we did. Or is it... Oh, it could just be that's the way the map is designed. So let's continue hugging the wall and see where this leads. So this goes... Where does this go? So this goes to the top floor. Oh, I see. So this would be the route that we would have taken. That's why it's a little... So it's symmetrical, but it's basically horizontally symmetrical, but not vertically symmetrical. Or it's symmetrical from like a X to Y or X-axis, but or reverse. It's symmetrical on the Y-axis, but not on the X-axis. Let's see what these must be the Dynamo Grenades. I think that's what their proper name is. Let me see what they do. So they start zappinating you, but it doesn't look like they actually harm your... So these are a way to kind of strip off shields. That's actually really deadly considering... Look how many of these little hallway areas there are. You could easily just kind of grab these and just kind of throw it in there. And then, let's just say we got our battle rifle. We can just pop them once a shot, 2 shots in the head, and that's going to be the end of them. So I definitely think that's worthwhile to get. I'm not sure, why didn't I find any of these in my other pass? That's something that we need to answer. So here is another one. That, once again, like I said, it could be that the map is symmetrical in some regards, but not symmetrical in others. Because here we are back at the red starting point. So that, okay, so let's get this geometrically understood in our head. So this side, which I'm going to call the lower side until we get a better name, this side has a pair of plasma carbines. And is there an interesting item to compensate? Because, like, the other side had... Wait, I just saw something. Oh! Look at this. See, I know I haven't even seen someone use a Heatwave on this map, and that's because no one knows where the stuff is. So one thing I learned is if you pull the left trigger, once again, thank you, community, you can switch it from a horizontal firing mode to a vertical firing mode. Now, the vertical firing mode requires more aim. However, the little dots are telling you the spread pattern. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. So the vertical pattern requires more aim, but obviously since a Spartan is like mainly, its body is vertical, not horizontal, that means that you need better aim, but you do more damage. So I definitely recommend using it in that one. So, okay, so instead of Dynamo Grenades, let me throw my other one. There we go. Now we have Plasma Grenades. Interesting. So let's take another lap around here. Just like I said, we're trying to cement the idea of what we're seeing on this map. We got a heat wave, and I should be using this a little more to try to locate things. In fact, let me know. We found the heat wave down here. So the heat wave, the way we're going to remember it is it's attached to this weird hydroponics with all the like fluffy thingies. Yeah. Something like that. Who knows? Like I said, you're probably not going to remember everything in a single pass. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to take... You're going to have to go into this map multiple times. And once again... Because I'm already finding this map to be more confusing. Okay, I think that's an easy way to tell. Are you going the Disruptor route or the Heatwave route? So starting at the beginning location, if you go over to the side and you got this right here... this little like area that you can jump up, that is going to take you to the Disruptor pistol side. And if you go the other way, and it goes into a stairway down, then you're going into the Heatwave / Plasma Grenades way. So it looks like either way you go, there's something decent. But if there's a Heatwave in the other direction, does that mean I'm actually missing a weapon over here? So let's go ahead and use our psychic powers to see. Maybe we missed a weapon. Or also, it's also possible not. Oh, there it is. What is this? The shock rifle. Wow. This is the first time I've used this weapon. Interesting. Oh, I've seen someone shoot this weapon before. Has a pretty good zoom. Looks like the bullets are... I can't tell if it's hit scan or nearly hit scan. Let me see the maximum rate of fire. Kind of on the like slower side, but that must mean that the shots must be really powerful. I'm noticing a strong theme of electrical themed weapons, and I can't help but notice that like the electric, it must mean that it's very good against shielding, but perhaps it's not as good against body armor. Okay, so I think that has told us what we need to know about the outside. Now let's see if it works the same way. So this way had, once again, you can tell because there's this little like platform you can hop on, and then on the other side it should be a staircase downwards. Okay, so last time we went down, let's go up. Now we're going to explore the top floor area, which includes the active camo. One of the things we want to think about is the active camo is in a really exposed location. Like right here, that's the enemy, that's one of the spawns. Camo obtained. And that's one of the other spawns right there. So very, very exposed. Like you have to be like right here to kind of stay out of it. But then, you know, you're exposed over there. You're exposed over here. So when we pick up the camo, and let's just say, okay, we got it. We need to escape. And I'm wondering if the best escape route is just to drop down over here. Because there's a lot of cover. Obviously, you wouldn't want to drop down on the side that they're shooting you from, but hopefully the enemy isn't spread out in that manner. But I think that's the best option, to grab it, turn it on, and fall down into here. Let's not confuse ourselves, though. Let's just focus on exploring the upper area. because that has been a problem where we get the active camo and then like we die. So like I think, bam, grab it, drop off towards your spawn, and yeah, then you can utilize it. They don't need little flowers. Nothing alien about them though. Oh, nope, can't move that around. I will mess around a little bit while I'm doing this. So we got plasma grenades on one side. Do we have anything on the opposite
Camo
side? Though?
Inbound.
So, yes. Oh, interesting. So the Dynamo Grenade
Active camo
is
available.
exactly so. We have to learn to make this jump. I feel like it's possible to make this jump, even if it requires a slide. Oh, okay. So basically, you can make the jump, but man, you got to be like you got to jump right at the last minute, like right at the corner, right there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'll probably practice that like off screen a few times to try to get it, because that is going to be like an important shortcut, because how would you get there otherwise? What would be the fastest path if we were here? Like this is not a fast path. Like this is going all the way around here. Like, you know, maybe we could jump up here and then clamber to there. We could. Still way, way slow. Look how much slower that is than just being good enough to make this jump. So I think this is an important jump to learn on this map. And you do need to sprint to make it as well. Let me see. Any other interesting items over here? It doesn't look like it. So it looks like when you're up here, you know that you've got yourself an active camo, and then the side with the drop-off has the Dynamo Grenades, and then the side without the drop-off has the plasma grenades. Good to know, either way. Where do these paths lead to? That's the next question. Okay, so we've got... This is just an organic path, like no jumping or anything. This leads to our spawn. That's an interesting one right there. So, let's say we're at the spawn. What is the fastest path to the active camo? Down there is not the answer. I don't think that it would be... I don't think you can make the jump from there to there. So let's see. If we go left...
Active camo inbound.
That's a pretty good option. I think that's one of the faster options. You could also go like... This is going to be a little slower.
Active camo available.
Yeah, this is going to be getting the Dynamo Grenades. Not quite as fast as this. You would definitely lose out in terms of like who gets there first. Let's try the other direction to see like what would be a fast route to the active camo. So we're back at the spawn. Let's say we go the right side. And we go this way. So far it seems about equal. Okay, it looks like it's similarly as quick. Like I don't feel like either side is necessarily faster. This side is definitely more like you don't have to worry about making any special jumps or anything. Like from here, it's just get up here and then bam, you're up here. Plasma grenades, Dynamo Grenades on the other side. So this is obviously, like I said, this part is a mirror of the map. So this is just going to lead right to the enemy spawn, which means that, or the starting spawn, like not the complete enemy spawn, but this is the starting spawn for them. So this map is actually quite small. Like if you wanted to... Like, maybe if you felt like you got a read where the enemy likes to do this kind of shenanigan, you know, like this kind of stuff, like, oh, we're gonna, like, do some things and shoot at each other, you absolutely could just take this path like this. I probably wouldn't do this because you would be revealing yourself, like, they would catch you there, so you'd probably want to go through, take the lower path like this, and that would definitely, like, it wouldn't take you very long to get to the enemy spawn so that you could begin attacking people who are, you know, if they were doing what I said, they would basically be, like, right here, just kind of like, oh, yeah, you know, trying to kill each other at a very long range, which is kind of a waste of time. You know, I mean, it's not a waste of time to do this to fight for the active camo, but it would be kind of a waste of time just to kind of plink away at each other from the spawning ledges. So let's explore the central area now. Okay, so what we got here, this looks like... Let me go ahead and activate my camo, because I'm greedy like that. This is a booster. So the booster does have a recharge, you can see down there. And the booster, I think you can just boost in any direction you want, but you can only do it 3 times. If you didn't play Halo 5, this was a baseline ability for every Spartan just could use the thruster pack, is what it was known as. But they removed that. You also had a so like when I run and then I melee, you could originally do a shoulder charge, but you can't do that either. We'll look in there in a moment. Let's keep looking on the bottom area. So some of these bottom areas are basically pathways, like into the side areas. So we're gonna skip that. Use my psychic powers real quick. Not really seeing anything. That is something. That is probably the Heatwave. Let's see if my memory serves right. Yep, that's the Heatwave. I wonder why it hasn't responded. Is it waiting for me to... Oh! Look at that! So the Heatwave doesn't want to respawn until we're done with it. Either means it has to run out of ammo or if the weapon despawns. I bet that's the rule for it, because... And it looks like... That's another thing to note. So if you run out of Heatwave and you're really enjoying this weapon... then you know that you don't even have to worry about another enemy Heatwave until you're done with the weapon. For a second I thought maybe I could like destroy that and go in there. Anyways, we're back here. Here's the boosty thing. Is there a boosty thing on the enemy side? You would think so. Boosty thing? Yep, okay, there's a boosty thing over here. I'm not seeing... much of anything. So it looks like down here it's just the boosty thing. Let me see if I can look inside those areas. No, those are all farther away. So what is this? I saw this here. Oh, I tried to climb in this. I thought this was like a little like nook and cranny that I could climb into. But no, there's clearly a... Yeah, there's like a... I mean, I'll shoot it just at an angle. Yeah, that's just for looks. So this area here, I believe the purpose of this is literally just to function as some cover so that you can like lose people, like you can wind around the objects and stuff like that. So you could get the camo, and you could use this area to get cover from enemies with Overwatch, as well as people pursuing you. You can use, this is like a perfect area for like, oh god, don't pursue me, bro. Oh, don't pursue me, bro. And try to like blast them. Like there's definitely some. This is just an order. Look how high tech we are in like whatever year it is. Like this looks like a normal everyday water hose. Come on, you don't got like psychic water hoses or something. But I don't know. That seems like it's about it. I don't really have an effective way to kill myself, but I could just blow myself up, and then we can try a few respawning exercises. Let's do it. Okay, so I am on red side because I can see the blue tinge over there. And let me see. The closest weapon would be the commando rifle, but that's kind of cheating because we already know that that's it. So if I go this way, we see that there's the little ledge there, which means this should be the disruptor side. And where was it? Yeah, the dynamos. It should be dynamos. So the disruptor's right here. Dynamo Grenades. And right over here should be the shock rifle. Very nice. Yeah, see, this thing has kind of like an electrical theme to it. It's got to be good against it. And then let's see if we can make the jump. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, as long as you make it to there, let's go ahead and... Oh, I want to use a dynamo grenade and then blow myself up. Oh! Okay, where am I? Okay, I see red, so I'm guessing I'm on the red side. See, remember these little poofy doofy things? That means this is the heat gun, the heat wave, and that means I'm on the plasma rifle, plasma carbine side, which should be right here. And there should be plasma grenades above me. And there should be a plasma rifle on the other side. Oh, one thing that's good to know about the plasma rifle is, so in the old Halo games, if you wanted to reload your plasma weapon, you just had to find another weapon. That's not the case in this one, though. You can actually just walk... Well, I mean, you do have to find another. You'd have to completely replace it. But now you can just walk right up to it, and it actually just refills your charge on it. Let me see. So that one's respawning. Is this one respawning as well? It's an interesting question. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, they're both respawning. Maybe they have different rules? Yeah, maybe they just have different rules for their spawning. Let's take another practice drill. Okay, I'm on the blue side. We can see the blue paint. I'm in a side core. Oh, okay, there you go, right there. So we're actually right where we were before, so we can go this way. And here is the Heatwave, which just now went on its respawn. And if I want to get to the active camo, I need to take this right over here I'm going to slide into it, activate it, and I'm going to just wind her out. So, like, that's something we want to practice. We're going to grab, well, you know, this thing takes a moment to respawn, but we need to, like, go down
Active
like
camo
that.
inbound.
And, like, hide around here. That would be a pretty good idea. Let's do another one. Okay, so I'm on the ground floor. That means that I can get this. I'm going to try. No, there's just no way. You cannot possibly jump high enough to get there. I'm on the blue side, which means I can get a commando rifle if I fall back to the starting position. There's a commando rifle. This is the gentle path, which means this is the plasma carbine and the Heatwave. And the other side is going to be the Zapperizer pistol and the shock rifle right over here. We can also get ourselves some of these, and let's make the jump. There we go. Slide a little early, activate. Oh, that's right, I had the other weapons. But yeah, we would do something like that. I think that's pretty good for a, a little tour through Aquarius. What I think is, the Heatwave will make a big difference. And I think that this weapon here could be a big difference as well. Obviously, this one's going to take a little more aim. So, you know, if you're a bit of a marksman, which, if you're not a marksman, you want to practice to become one. That's very important in Halo. This is probably a weapon to get, and then getting the Heatwave, I think, is also a weapon to get. But even if you don't get them, I think a pretty good weapon is just making sure you grab one of those commando rifles right over here. And that's simply because I believe it'll have a pretty good advantage in close combat. Like, it's somewhere in between the assault rifle, and it does seem to respawn pretty frequently, so it should be pretty reliable to get it. And I think, like, if you're coming around the corner on some enemies, I think this weapon is just more likely to give you an edge. But I think getting the Heatwave, using it in the vertical firing mode, and I think grabbing that shock rifle, I think that is going to be kind of, if you don't know what to do, that's probably what you want to do in between, obviously, fighting for the camo, and, you know, if there's any obvious fights to take. But getting equipped... Oh, and I forgot all about those Dynamo Grenades. I think those Dynamo Grenades, once again, because the map is fairly close combat focused, I think the Dynamo Grenades are going to make a really big difference. Just kind of like throwing one in, and then just kind of mowing a guy down like that. That's probably too far of a throw. Let's try that again. Let's try a more shallow throw. You know, we want it to, right? That's a little too far. Like, what if I went like this? Those are really bouncy, I'll tell you one thing. Anyways, I think that's good enough for this exploration. We will explore the other maps, plus my thoughts on the matter. But yeah, until next time. And once again, if you don't know how to do the psychic powers, it is down on the D-pad. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments section. Like the video if it was informative. Subscribe for future Halo Infinite content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.